Good morning children. In today's class we are going to learn exercise 6.10 objective type questions of vector algebra and its applications. Question number 1. If A vector and B vector are parallel vectors, then box A, C, B. Whenever we know two vectors are parallel, the cross product is 0. So I can say A cross B 0 or equivalently B cross A 0. Now my question is A, C, B, which I can cyclically change. Wherever A comes, I can write B, C becomes A, B becomes C. So this I can write B cross A dot C. We know B cross A is 0, so 0 dot C is 0. So the correct option we say 0. So whenever you have two vectors to be parallel in a box product, immediately declare the answer is 0. Question number 2. If a vector alpha lies in the plane of beta and gamma. So vector alpha is in the plane of beta and gamma. So by looking, I will check all the three vectors are coplanar. So whenever I say alpha lies in the plane of beta and gamma, we can immediately declare the vectors alpha, beta, gamma are coplanar. Lying in the same plane tells us triple product or box product, I will say 0. Here alpha, beta, gamma 0 comes here, so the correct option is C. Question number 3. If A dot B, B dot C, C dot A are 0, then the value of box product A, B, C and the modulus is given. If A dot B, B dot C, C dot A are 0, I can declare A perpendicular to B, B perpendicular to C, C perpendicular to A. That is, A, B, C are mutually perpendicular. When they are mutually perpendicular, box ABC, which is volume of parallelepiped, is now becoming volume of cuboid because they are mutually perpendicular. So, what is volume of cuboid? It is length into breadth into height. The length I will say mod A, the breadth I will say mod B, and the height I will say mod C. So, the correct option is A. Question number 4. If A vector, B vector, C vector are three unit vectors such that A is perpendicular to B and is parallel to C. A perpendicular to B tells me A dot B 0. A parallel to C tells me what is A dot C? It is mod A, mod C, cos angle between them. Whenever the vectors are parallel, angle between them is 0. Cos 0 is 1. Mod A, mod C are 1 because A and C are unit vectors. So whenever you have unit vectors, we declare the modulus to be 1. So mod A, mod C, cos 0 gives us 1 into 1 into 1, that is 1. My question is to find A cross B cross C. How are we to do it? Let us remember putting the arrow mark. A dot C into B. How do I write it? A dot C into B minus A dot B into C. A dot B into C. We have already got A dot C is 1. So 1 into B vector minus A dot B, we have got 0. 0 into C vector. So my answer is B vector and the correct option is B. So for this question, the correct option is B and the answer is B vector. Question number 5. If A, B, C, the box product is 1, find the value of, we are given an expression. Whenever I know the box product ABC is 1, what do I mean? It is A dot B cross C. I can cyclically change. Wherever A comes B, B becomes C, C becomes A. Again, B becomes C, C becomes A becomes B. So for all these answers, I can simply say 1. Whenever I cyclically change, my answer is unaltered. Now, suppose I do not change it cyclically. Instead of BCA, if I had written BAC, it becomes -1. So let us check for this result to find out. A dot B cross C, it is a given thing, my answer 1. C cross A dot B, CAB, my answer 1. Plus B dot C cross A, it is here, again the answer is 1. A cross B dot C, ABC, order doesn't change, it is 1. CAB, order doesn't change, it is 1. CBA, order changes. CAB is +1, whereas CBA, the order changes, so it is -1. Ultimately, we get 1 + 1 - 1. And my answer is 1. So the correct option is A. Question number 6. The volume of the parallelepiped with its edges represented by the vectors. 3 vectors are given. We need to find out the volume. How do we write the volume? Determinant. Write the components. I plus j. I component 1, j component 1, k is missing, so put 0. I plus 2j. 1, 2, again k is missing, 0. I plus j plus pi k. I, j, pi k. As we expand it, it is. I can expand along column 3 because column 3 has more zeros. So the symbols are plus, minus, plus. 0 into anything 0, 0 into anything 0, forget it, only this is left out. Pi into, hide the row, hide the column. We are left with 1, 1, 1, 2. So it is pi into 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 into pi is pi. So the correct option is C. So in this question, we are finding volume of parallelepiped. Given 3 vectors, find out the determinant of the components. Volume of the parallelepiped is A dot B cross C, or just substitute in the determinant and simplify. Question number 7. If A and B are unit vectors. As soon as I read it, let me remember mod A mod B is equal to 1 because it is unit vector. We are given box A vector, B vector, A cross B vector is 1 by 4. What does this mean? It is A cross B dot A cross B. So I can write it as a one side cross, one side dot. Wherever I put cross, I have to immediately put a bracket, and this is nothing but 1 by 4. So this gives me an idea. A cross B, the whole square is 1 by 4. Whenever I use whole square, I mean the modulus. So what is A cross B? I can write it as modulus of A cross B, the whole square is 1 by 4. What is modulus of A cross B? Mod A, mod B, sine theta. The whole square is 1 by 4. Modulus of A is 1. Modulus of B is 1, being unit vectors. Sine theta. The whole square is 1 by 4. or I will say sine square theta 1 by 4 or sine theta is 1 by 2. And this tells us theta is pi by 6. Sine theta 1 by 2 tells me sine of which angle 1 by 2, it is pi by 6. So out of the 4 options, the correct option is A, and that is pi by 6. Question number 8. If A vector and B vector and C vector are given and A cross B cross C is also given, we need to find out lambda plus mu. What is A cross B cross C? Let us first find out the formula. A cross B cross C. We put the arrow mark. A dot C into B. So I write A dot C into B minus B dot C into A. B dot C into A. Remember, outside vector will come inside. Inside vectors will come outside. As I compare the given question, A cross B cross C, they have given lambda A vector plus mu B vector. I compare with A dot C into B minus B dot C into A. Comparing A and A, I get lambda equals minus B dot C and mu equals B vector, B vector. Mu equals A dot C. As we know the question, what is B actually? It is I plus J. And what is C? It is I. As we find out the dot product, I and I, it gives me 1. J and I is 0. So lambda I get minus 1. Finding A dot C. What is A? It is I plus J plus K dot. What is C? It is I. As I find out dot product, I mean I and I. I and I gives me plus 1. J and I 0, K and I 0. So lambda is minus 1, mu is plus 1. My question is to find out lambda plus mu. That is minus 1 plus 1, which gives me 0, and the correct option is A. So here we are just using the formula A cross B cross C is A dot C into B minus B dot C into A. Question number 9. A, B, C are non-coplanar, non-zero vectors such that box A, B, C, the answer is 3. We need to find out box A cross B, B cross C, C cross A, the whole square. Let us recall the formula. A cross B, B cross C, C cross A. The box product is triple product A, B, C, the whole square. But now my question is A cross B, B cross C, C cross A, the whole square. So we need to square this again. It becomes ABC, the whole power 4. Given ABC is 3. I have the answer 3 power 4, that is 81. So the correct option is 1. Question number 10. If A, B, C are 3 non-coplanar unit vectors such that A cross B cross C is B vector plus C vector by root 2. We need to find the angle between A vector and B vector. As we recall the formula, it is A dot C into B vector minus A dot B into C vector. The RHS I can split and write 1 by root 2 B vector plus 1 by root 2 C vector. My question is angle between A and B. So let me compare. C vector on both the sides so that I will find out what is A dot B. So as I compare minus A dot B equals 1 by root 2. But what is A dot B? The formula is minus mod A mod B cos theta, and that is 1 by root 2. We know A, B are unit vectors, so I just get cos theta is minus 1 by root 2. Cos theta plus 1 by root 2 gives me pi by 4. Cos theta minus 1 by root 2 tells me it is an obtuse angle, that is 3 pi by 4. So I get theta as 3 pi by 4. Implies the correct option is B, that is 3 pi by 4. Question number 11. If the volume of the parallelepiped with A cross B, B cross C, C cross A as coterminous edges is 8. Call A cross B as A vector, B cross C as B vector, C cross A as C vector. Then the volume formula is box ABC, and given the answer is 8. Now we need to find out volume of the parallelepiped with A cross B cross B cross C. By this name I can write A cross B one side. The other side is B cross C. The other side is C cross A. So the new parallelepiped having the edges A cross B, B cross C, C cross A. The volume will be box of all the three. But we know the formula. A cross B, B cross C, C cross A. The box product is ABC the whole square. We know ABC is 8 given in the question. So 8 square is 64. So the correct option is C. So we get the correct option C. Question number 12. Consider the vectors A, B, C, D such that A cross B cross C cross D is 0. Whenever I say cross product 0, I will immediately declare the two vectors are parallel. So A cross B is parallel to C cross D. This is my understanding whenever cross product is 0. Given P1 and P2 are planes determined by AB and CD. So A cross B represents plane P1, C cross D represents plane P2. Whenever A cross B and C cross D are parallel, we can immediately say planes P1 and P2 are also parallel. That is my understanding. Whenever the planes are parallel, we declare the angle between P1 and P2 is 0. So the correct option is A. Question number 13. If A cross B cross C equals A cross B cross C, where A, B, C are any three vectors such that B dot C not equal 0 and A dot B is not equal to 0. A and C are. Let us apply the formula for both the sides. It is A dot C into B minus A dot B into C. RHS C dot A into B minus C dot B into A. Remember, outside vector will come inside. As I check both the sides, A dot C into B, A dot C into B will get cancelled because we know A dot C and C dot A are equal. Comparing the other two terms, C vector equals minus C dot B into A vector divided by minus A dot B. Cancelling minus symbol. I'm just left with C vector is some scalar into A vector, or I will say C vector parallel to A vector. So option B is the correct option. So the vectors A and C are parallel. Question number 14. If A vector, B vector and C vector are given, we need to find a vector perpendicular to A and lies in the plane containing B and C. When we are given perpendicular to A, let me check out of the 4 vectors given, which vector dot product with A is 0, because A is perpendicular to that vector. Tells us A dot that vector should become 0. It is just a trial basis. Let us find out. A dot, this first option. 2 into minus 17 is minus 34. 3 into 21, 63. Minus into minus plus 97. That will not give me 0. So check this option. 2 into minus 17, 3 into minus 21 will give me minus. Minus 1 into minus 97 gives me plus 97, which gives rise to 0. So A dot this D option gives me right answer. So A dot minus 79 minus 21J minus 97K gives me 0. So the right option must be D. Anyway, I checked with A. Similarly, you check with C option and B option. So with first condition, that is perpendicular to A, I am able to bring D option to be right. Cross verify. The other one, plane containing B and C. So I will say this D option dot, which answer? B cross C. That also should give me 0. As we have verified D option dot B cross C, my answer is 0. We take and write the correct option is D. Question number 15. The angle between the lines. As we read out, let us rewrite the lines in the proper format. X minus 2 by 3. The second one, y plus 1 by minus 2. They have given z equals to, but I want to write it in the proper format, so put z minus 2. And nothing in the denominator tells me 0. The second line is x minus 1 by 1. Can I have 2 near y? No, that is wrong. We need to have x, y, z to have unit coefficient. I shall not have 2y, 3z like that. If so, divide entire set by 2. So I get y plus 3 will become 3 by 2. Denominator 3 also becomes 3 by 2. And the third term I have z plus 5 by 2. Now it is in the proper format. For finding angle between, my first condition is to check whether direction dot direction becomes 0. If so, I can immediately say pi by 2. So consider this direction as B vector, 3i minus 2j plus 0k. And this direction as D vector, I plus 3 by 2j plus 2k. So direction, I write the denominator. Find out what is B dot D. I get 3 into 1 minus 2 into 3 by 2 plus 0 into 2. How do we multiply? I and I, j and j, k and k. As I simplify, it is 3. 2 cancels, minus 3, 0 into 2, 0. So my answer is 0. Whenever dot product is 0, I will immediately say the lines are at right angles, or I will say the angle between them is pi by 2. So the correct option is D. Question number 16. Angle between the line and the plane. The line I call B vector here, and the plane I can call N vector, or dot what, that I call N vector. T into the scalar into what, that is direction, say B vector. Angle between the line and the plane, we say sin theta is B dot N divided by mod B mod N. Finding B dot N. What is B vector? 2i plus j minus 2k. Dot. What is N vector? It is I plus j. We know I and I 2, j and j 1, k is missing, so it is simply 3. What is modulus of b? Modulus of b is root of square the components. 2 square, 1 square minus 2 square. 4, 1, 4. Total 9, square root is 3. What is modulus of n? Again, root of square the components. 1 square, 1 square. It is 1 plus 1, that is root 2. Substituting in the formula, it is theta. Sin inverse b dot n is 3. Mod b mod n is 3 into root 2. 3 and 3 cancels. Sin inverse of 1 by root 2 tells me theta is pi by 4, or we can say 45 degree. So the correct option is C, that is 45 degrees. Question number 17. Distance from the origin to the plane 3x minus 6y plus 2z plus 7 equals 0 is. We know the formula. Delta is modulus of d by root of a square plus b square plus c square. The distance from the origin to the plane. Given the equation, x coefficient we call a, y coefficient b, z coefficient c, and the constant I call d. Substituting in the formula, delta is modulus of 7 divided by root of a square plus b square plus c square, that is 4. 3 square minus 6 square, 2 square. As I simplify, it is 7 divided by 40 plus 9. Root of 49, that is also 7. 7 by 7 is 1. So the distance I get 1, and the correct option is B, which gives us 1 as the answer. Question number 18. The distance between the planes x plus 2y plus 3z plus 7 equals 0, and 2x plus 4y plus 6z plus 7 equal to 0. As I compare the two planes, they are parallel, but they must have same coefficient to apply in the formula. So let us multiply the first equation by 2, or we can divide the second equation by 2, whichever is convenient. As I multiply this by 2, I get 2x, 4y plus 6z plus 14 equal to 0. Now we compare the two equations. Here also I have 2x, 4y, 6z plus 7 equals 0. So A value is 2. B value is 4. C value is 6. This I call D1 and this I call D2. Let us substitute in the formula. Modulus of D1 minus D2. 14 minus 7 divided by root of a square plus b square plus c square. 4 plus 16 plus 36. 14 minus 7 is 7 divided by root of 40 plus 16, that is 56, which we can further simplify as 7 by root 8 root 7. 7 by root 7 is root 7 divided by root of 8, we can write 2 root 2. Root 8 is 4 into 2, so I can write it as 2 root 2. Out of the 4 options given, I can say the correct option is A, which gives us root 7 divided by 2 root 2. Question number 19. If the direction cosines of a line are 1 by c, 1 by c, 1 by c, then out of the 4 we need to choose the condition. Let us recall the statement, sum of the squares of the direction cosines is unity. Here the direction cosines are 1 by c, 1 by c, 1 by c. Sum tells me plus, squares tells me squaring. So 1 by c square, 1 by c square, 1 by c square. Together my answer is unity. Unity tells me 1. That is 3 by c square is 1, or cross multiplying c square is 3, which gives us c equals plus r minus root 3. So the correct option is B, and it is c equals plus r minus root 3. Question number 20. The vector equation R equals I minus 2j minus k plus t into 6j minus k. As I read the line equation, I know this is point and this is direction. Remember, scalar into what gives us direction. We need to show out of the 4 choice which points lie on this line. Obviously, one point is 1 minus 2 minus 1. So, out of the 4 options, we have A option, C and D got the point 1 minus 2 minus 1. So, we have 3 options. But I have to check whether the direction also suits. So to find the direction, what is the direction actually? Direction formula x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1 whenever we are given 2 points. But the direction in the question is 6j minus k. There is no I component. So in the points, I and I must be same. I have 3 options, but I and I not same. I and I same. So this is the correct option. Here also I and I is not same. Now check whether it is coming correctly. I have 1 minus 2 minus 1. Another point 1, 4 minus 2. Check it. 1 minus 1, 4. Minus of minus 2, minus 2, minus of minus 1. So it is 0, 6 and minus 1. So as I compare, this is nothing but 6j minus k. So out of the 4 choice, we have chosen the right one and the correct option is C. So how did we find out? Very first thing, from the question I know 1 minus 2 minus 1 is a point which is coming in 3 options. The second idea is the direction which is 6j minus k. Out of the 3 choice, check where this direction suits. Direction tells me x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. As I compare, I do not have I component. So, check here 1 minus 0 is coming, which is wrong. 1 minus 1 becomes 0. So the I component becomes 0 only in C option. So check whether the direction suits exactly. So the correct option is C. Question number 21. distance of the point 1, 1, 1 from the origin. So if I take origin as 0, 0, 0, the point is 1, 1, 1. The distance is nothing but root of 1 minus 0 square, 1 minus 0 square, 1 minus 0 square, that is root 3. The second statement says half the distance from the plane. So the point is 1, 1, 1. The plane is x plus y plus z plus k equals 0. How are we to find the distance? The distance equals, wherever x, y, z comes, substitute 1, 1, 1. So I get 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus k divided by root of 1 square, 1 square, 1 square. Or I get 3 plus k divided by root 3. Remember, distance is always positive, so put modulus symbol. Now the question says, this distance is half the distance of this. So from the given condition, I have root 3 is nothing but half of the distance modulus of 3 plus k divided by root 3. As I cross multiply, it is root 3 into root 3, 3 into 2, 6 equals modulus of 3 plus k. Or when I remove the modulus, I put plus or minus 6. Or I get k is plus or minus 6 minus 3. One answer 6 minus 3. Another answer minus 6 minus 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. Minus 6 minus 3 is minus 9. So out of the 4 options, the correct option is D, where I get 3 minus 9 as my k value. Question number 22. If the planes are parallel, then the value of lambda and mu. Whenever we say the two planes are parallel, the directions must be proportional. Or I will say 2 by 4 equals minus lambda by 1 equals 1 divided by minus mu. We are given the two directions. I compare 2 by 4 minus lambda by 1, 1 by minus mu. Comparing these two, I get 1 by 2 equals minus lambda, or lambda is minus 1 by 2. Comparing first and the last, I get 2 by 4 equals minus 1 by mu, or cross multiplying. As I simplify, mu equals minus 2. As I cross multiply, mu equals minus 2, lambda equals minus half. So the question is lambda and mu. Minus half, minus 2. So option number 3 is correct. So the correct option, we get the third one. Question number 23. If the length of the perpendicular from the origin to the plane is minus 15, then we need to find the value of lambda. From the equation where I have equal to 1, bring 1 to the left and rewrite the problem. This is A value, B value, C value, and call the constant as D. The distance from the origin is modulus of D divided by root of A square, that is 2 square, B square, that is 3 square, C square, that is lambda square. Given the distance is 1 by 5, we have arrived at the answer 1 by root of 13 plus lambda square. Comparing the two answers, we get root of 13 plus lambda square is 5. Squaring on both the sides, 13 plus lambda square is 25, Or lambda square is 25 minus 13, that is 12. We need to find out what is lambda. So lambda equals square root of 12. That is 4 into 3, which is 2 root 3. So the correct option is A.